it's going to be. Oh, we've got okay. Now just talking over sound.
Yeah,
but
got a couple of comms there. But yeah, you know, it's got to be tough. You are one game away from that automatic bid into the grand finals, and now you've got to fight your way back up through the loser bracket. And I feel like it's kind of tough as far as BSK, because you have 2 new members of Destined, and you may not necessarily be accustomed to their play style right out the gate. So
let's also talk about, as we get started here with Riot from Tier 1, let's talk about the amazing job that Tier 1 have had to do, losing their first match, getting 3-0'd, and kind of destroyed by Destined in the first one. I think one of those matches at one point was like 39-6.
Yeah.
And now they have fought their way through the losers bracket, playing some great teams, and are now here playing BSK and on the cusp of being right back into the grand final.
It is no easy feat coming up through the losers bracket, and they have fought through the entire thing. So they're firing on all cylinders. We'll see if they're able to make it here. Let's tune in.
Yeah, so now we're back with Gigz on Tier 1. It is a 3-3 start in this game. Getting a couple shots off. He's going to have to watch out to his side, though, because here comes Elusive with the kill. And that's actually going to be 3 members of Tier 1 going down. Gigz, Wiseboy, and Riot to shots from all different members of BSK.
And starting out, that's kind of that defensive play style that we saw from Tier 1 to get them to this point. They're so good at locking down a certain part of the map. They're playing defensively, and because of that, also, it gave the power ammo over to BSK, and they were able to utilize that into a very strong push, and now they're up 8-3.
Yeah, it's interesting to me looking at this game, because you wonder if Tier 1 might be trying to employ a little bit, at least at the start, of the same sort of style.
Oh!
Hello, there's Sonic with a melee on Rojo, and Sonic's on a 5-kill streak as Extreme takes out Gigz as well. 12-5, BSK starts to pick it up. But you start to wonder if Tier 1, or I guess I do. I won't presume to know what the people listening or watching are thinking. But you start to wonder if Tier 1 might try to play this a little bit like they started against IAM when they took them down. Because BSK, I kind of equate the two in my mind, and they've had so much crossover that they could be the same team.
I get how, because in a bunch of our tournaments, we've had a couple IM BSK teams. The lines have been blurred between those two clans a little bit.
Exactly. And so now we've got Sonic takes a shot over on the side, takes out Gigz, 17-8, starting to push that lead. He's got some power ammo that he can pick up there, but takes an immediate shot, knows to disengage that. Usually you get that first shot on you, it's time to move out. Coming in to help the teammate, though, not going to need to. Nferralu comes in and gets the melee kill on Wise in that cubby. Sonic trying to push out now, get the melee there, and is actually using a shotgun at this point. We've been seeing him sniping the whole time. I wonder if he's trying to challenge a different area, get a little bit more up close and personal, rather than trying to deal with Tier 1 who's so good at laning.
Well, there are a couple different spots on this map that are much shorter, and in general, it is a much shorter sightline area of a map. And using that shot, he wouldn't have too many opportunities. He'd have to be on fire. Obviously, Sonic, you never know when he might pop off with that sniper rifle, but I think it's a really good idea creating a little bit of team synergy amongst them. If they're all using shotguns, you know that they're all pushing, you know that they're all trying to collapse as fast as possible, and they can sweep those spawns constantly.
And now get ready for a Ward of Dawn at some point from Elusive, who did just swap to that Alpha Loopy. Going to get ready to try to charge up some supers for the rest of the team. Sonic had the Storm Trance out, was able to get, I haven't seen anybody with it yet, but pushing down, trying to finish that up. There we go. Sonic takes out Riot, trying to push around the corner, where he also has Rojo, so that's 2 kills from Lil Sonic. And we do have Elusive with a charged up super as well, and BSK has started playing that Ward of Dawn rather than using the regular Sentinel Shield to get orbs out for the team. Sitting in the healing rift for a second. They are up 29-12. They're in a pretty good position, using a nice vertical attack to take out Riot.
Aggression.
Following it up with three more shots on Gigz to take him down before going down himself. 32-13. 5 minutes, 45 seconds left to play.
Yeah, they're breaking any defensive stance T1 tries to employ, and you've got another great grenade coming down, getting a little bit of chain lightning, and you see that members of BSK start to swarm in.
Yeah, and so now I think what we're going to see, we've seen BSK run through a number of their supers, and I want to see that up one more time, because I think it'll be as soon as they finish using those up, that's when you're going to get Elusive popping. Here's the last one. Daybreak coming out from BSK. And when you get that last one done and see what you can get with it, that's when you're going to have Elusive popping that Ward of Dawn to get them there almost halfway back with that. So Extreme taking out Wise and Riot with the Daybreak, the Dawnblade Super, and now Gigz has a supercharge and might want to return in kind. But might also want to might want to wait. Nope, not going to do it. So there's the Daybreak. Gets taken out immediately. Nferralu, I think, slid around the corner and did that. I'm not entirely sure, but now we've got Riot, who comes out with that, but goes down to Extreme's fusion rifle at the same time. So that was 2 supers that could have had something going for him from both Riot and Gigz that instead were taken out super early. So now Riot are swapping back over to Sonic, who is down and getting ready to spawn back up. We still do have that. Oh, wait a second. No, okay, you probably just didn't get to. You just, I thought I saw the super go, but I don't think it actually did. So Sonic getting the nade out, 43 to 22, 20 or 43 to 23 now. 4 minutes left to play. 20-point game.
And you've just forget about the score, forget about what the actual game impact had.
There it is.
With the shutdown of those 2 supers, the mental aspect of having 2 supers trying to mount a comeback, any sort of thing is just absolutely demolished. Now we've got Wise coming in. I think he may have gotten
triple. He might have gotten one before that too. Wise with a huge play off of that arc staff and still trying to bring it a little bit closer. I think 16-point game right now, 43-27.
But they've got to be really, really careful because now BSK is going to start having some more supers come back because of the way that Ward of Dawn went. And
I mean, look how close Sonic is right now.
There's really no room for error for T1. They're used to playing a little bit more defensively.
Oh, here comes everybody, and that is Extreme coming in with a kill, or with 2 kills. Elusive coming in with another. Sonic just peppering in some more shots to get that, and now they can control that power spot over here. They only need 3 more points to win this. We played a 50, and so here's his super coming out, and that should, you think, be enough to cap this one. Wise trying to push in with a shotgun. Can't do it. There's the 50-point mark, and BSK
looking really, really strong.
Thanks for finishing that sentence. I got distracted watching Sonic
All right, now,
jump across the map.
Now I know I'm bad at reading, apparently. We do have survival. And we also know coming up that Tier 1 is very good at survival. Obviously, BSK has got a lot of momentum going for them right now with the way that they controlled the map, the way that they constantly pushed Tier 1 and really just dominated the spawns in that game. But now we've got survival. Again, the momentum is segmented a little bit more because of the rounds, and we know that Tier 1 is very, very good at this game type. So we'll see whether or not BSK can continue their win.
Something that might play into this as well is this is probably going to be the longest range map that we've seen Survival played on so far.
And we know that Tier 1 loves playing defensively.
Exactly.
This is going to be a bit of a slower game. We know that. But the way that
maybe it won't be. We say that, and then we'll get in, and then they'll be like, no, shotgun.
Well, I mean, Tier 1, if they end up spawning on that cliffside, they can hold that. We've seen them hold that position really, really well.
Yeah.
And they'd probably opt to do that with a couple more scout rifles and the Vigilant Wing and the Graviton Lance.
Who knows? I mean, that's probably what they're going to do.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I do believe they alternate sides each round as well, but I could be wrong.
I'll see. I think they're getting ready. They're either getting ready to fly in or they did just jump off. We're looking at their screen or their screens off screen. We do have, once again, Riot using that Crown of Tempests with the new buff, which I recommend using it or trying it out if anybody out there hasn't tried it out yet or doesn't have it, because it's pretty great. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I don't remember who we were seeing switch between the...
Oh, that was yesterday. That was Antagonized from Destined.
Yeah, he's switching between the Ophidian Aspects and the Crown of Tempest for only when he had his super up because it gave him such a and then the neutral game granted from the Ophidian Aspects was superior when obviously he didn't have that super.
Superior super. So getting ready, we've got Sonic over here on your screen spawning up in the back, round 1.
And here we go.
All right, so looking around, and once again, for anybody joining us in this round, This is a round with no radar, and it is played essentially with a bank. Each team has a bank of 6 lives. Once those lives are down, the team can no longer respawn. Sonic waiting around, trying to use that no radar advantage, waiting around the corner to try to get somebody. I'm not sure if he actually ended up doing it. Looks like he did. Sonic gets the melee there on 2. Gets both Rojo and Riot, and Elusive able to take out Gigz. That's an early advantage for BSK as they're up 6 lives to 3 over Tier 1.
Really nice job capitalizing on the numbers they had, and they also knew and heard the rift come down from Gigz, knowing that they've got him weak and they need to push that. So they use their superior numbers, and now they're up 5-0 in lives. Riot getting caught out, trying to put that healing rift down, and immediately getting pushed. And now we've got 0 lives left with 1 team eliminated over on the side of Tier 1. And it's not looking good for round 1 for Tier 1. And that's round 1 going over to BSK. The momentum continues. They were able to play defensively, get 1 pick, and then translate that into more kills, pushing the momentum, pushing the numbers that they had. And once the first kill went down, that round went really fast.
Yeah, they were able to just kind of rally off of that. And so now Sonic once again pushing up to around the same spot that he was, not being seen. He gets the nade out, able to take out Rojo, but then taking some shots to the side. It's Riot, but he's able to turn around and finish him off.
No health.
Finish him off with the SMG and had nothing going there. He's got Gigz in the corner trying to get the shots off, but he's not able to land that last hand cannon shot. It's fine. Gigz went down eventually. Extreme taking him out along with another. And so now Elusive getting some shots on Rojo, but going down 2 shots back from Rojo. And BSK is up 3 lives to 2 right now in this second round. Now tied up 2 lives to 2. Elusive spawning back up in the back base and moving into Zone A and trying to rejoin the team. So we know that we've got, there we go. Yeah, most of Tier 1 kind of camped out over there on the side. So we're going to back up a little bit, but he can't stay too long because they're going to push him if they know he's in here and they know he's alone. The rest of BSK now coming to help him. Nferralu jumping up from the side. And hello.
Flank.
You got to watch out and make sure to get that with it, but they were following up, and that's Riot taking out Elusive from the back. And so now BSK down 0 lives to 1 as we swap to Gigz and Tier 1 up there. Gigz with a nice shotgun shot, trying to get the long range across the river, and now going to have to lay some suppressing fire down on that tree. It is 0 lives to 0 now, tied up. So all of Tier 1's going to respawn back up. And then it's going to be a 4v4 with no respawns left. BSK up 1-0 in the second round.
Actually, it looks like the other 3 members of BSK have already been eliminated.
Oh, wow, okay.
And that is going to be Tier 1 taking round number 2.
I read the wrong side of on the wrong side of the map.
Oh, that's okay.
Thanks.
So I screwed up reading earlier, so
there is no survival. There is no survival in this map set. As we play survival in this map set.
I hate you. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but now you're trying to just lay into me. Anyways, starting off, we've got 2 members over in the grotto from Tier 1.
Gigz.
And Bennett is going to continue the play-by-play.
That's right. Xander's voice is tired, I think. He told me.
No.
Okay. Sonic now pushing up into the tunnel from pillars, jumping back over to Zone B, and he misses the jump. But there's a beach there. You'd think he'd be able to survive, but he can't.
Oh, he wasn't able to get that clamber up onto the ledge.
And so now Tier 1 has 4 lives. BSK is out of lives. 1-1 right now in this survival match, and we've got 2 members of BSK down. 1 down. Is the last one spawning up? I don't think so. It's going to be a 4v3, and they've got 4 lives to play with over on Tier 1 side.
It's pretty lucky for Tier 1 if you're going to try and kill one of the best players in the game. Maybe you just try and let him jump off the map himself in a survival game type when lives are at stake.
Exactly. We've got 45 seconds left in, well, 50 seconds on Gigz' screen with a little bit of a delay, but left in this round, so it would go to an overtime if they make it to the end, but they've got so many lives to play with, I don't see any reason this would. We've got 1 member of BSK over in the grotto, now trying to take shots. We've got team shots, though, coming out from Elusive and whoever is left, and we might just have, no, we still got 1 left. There they go. That's the last 2, and it is now 2-1.
Gigz so far playing a little bit back with that vigilant swing, but then you have Rojo, Riot, and Wiseboy all being hyper-aggressive players. Yeah. They're moving in and sweeping together so well, while Gigz, here we go, we got a Dawnblade.
Yep, and we do have a good super advantage for Tier 1. They had 3 up. He takes 1 out. I think that was Elusive to start, pushing back through the grotto. trying to figure out where the rest are before getting lamed on the outside, and then he goes down. He's able to get one final one on Lil Sonic, who landed that final shot. But and there's the nade coming out as well. Gigz taking extreme.
Man, he has hit so many final swords as a last-ditch Hail Mary. And it's translating into getting a ton of kills for his team when it matters the most. Their team is currently up 5-0 in lives, up 2-1 in rounds.
Yeah, exactly. And so right now, Elusive and BSK all they've got 4 supers going on right now, and one person going down. But you wonder if this is the time to use it because there are so many coming out. He gets the nade down, and I'm not sure if Gigz was suppressed. He's going to try to follow him around the other side of that river, but going to get teamed in the river himself. And so that's 3 down for BSK with only 1 left, swapping back over to Riot, and they're able to close that one out as well. 3-1, and Tier 1 only needs to win 1 more round in this, and they're going to tie it up. It'll be a 1-1 series because we are playing to 4 in survival. So now, Riot and Tier 1 spawning up back here on the far side of Cliff.
I think it's safe to say we're going to see a lot of supers this round.
Maybe.
I feel like with BSK having 4 supers, they cannot lose this round or they lose the game.
They should probably use them.
They're going to need to bring out all the stops.
Yeah, so here we go. We had Riot kind of waiting there. Oh, no, and he's able to finish up Nferralu because he got stuck trying to dodge out onto that wall.
Rojo's on a 10-kill streak right now.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Better than a 9-kill streak. Riot now popping that. We've got a Daybreak as well, though, coming from Extreme. And now it's just kind of a game of chicken.
Standoff.
He's got shots coming down at him from here. So the question is if he's going to be able to make it around a corner anywhere. And he's got one here, but here comes the Sentinel Shield. He's not able to do it. He takes down Elusive with the last remaining bit of that super. And so now here's the Arc Staff, but he takes Nferralu right out of the Arc Staff. And now trying to get a couple more shots on. 5 lives to none right now for Tier 1.
Unfortunately, the way that this round kind of wound up, all of the members of BSK knowing that if they died with supers, then it was kind of a wasted opportunity to try and take another round off of Tier 1 here.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, all members of BSK popping their supers right in front of an active Storm Trance.
Yeah, and so now Sonic's going to have to try to play this one out and be a hero and clutch up. It did not happen. That was going to be a tough one anyway. He still had 3 lives to burn through. Would have had to get 7 kills immediately. So now, the series is 1 for BSK, 1 for Tier 1. We're playing in a best of 5. That means we've got at least 2 more matches left to play here. That's math.
That's math.
That's how math works. Let's take a look at where we are going. Next, Control, Javelin 4. We saw this earlier in the day. I think with the map set C, we had a Control match on Javelin 4.
Yeah.
And that's where we started seeing, well, we've seen a number of things on this one. I'm trying to think, was it somebody was doing a great job with the sniper who was going back and forth between spawns?
Well, I remember, I don't. That's
that was Ziff, I think, from Pinnacle that was doing those shots. Yeah,
Ziff was having an amazing game.
Yeah, and so he's not playing in this one because Tier 1 beat them. But we do have. I wonder if we're going to see see Sonic swapping out to a sniper for this one. I don't remember if he swapped out for the last one or if he kept running that shotgun.
I think that it all, of course, depends on how he's feeling as a player. If he's feeling hot, stick with the sniper, keep going, and do what's working. If he's having a little bit of trouble, just get in their faces with the shotgun. You know that the rest of your team is going to be backing you up if you're on BSK because of how aggressive they are. Now, that being said, this was one that T1 had a great comeback on, and they're a very strong team. So let's hop right into it.
Yeah, so now we've got Sonic on your left, Riot on the right, pushing in. BSK over on the inner ring. They're going to meet over in front of Zone B, and that will be a contested area, as it generally is. Sonic trying to get the kill over here on the side. Needs one more melee to follow it up. Gets the disorienting blow, but is able to follow it up. And so now we jump over to Sonic, who's got a number of the members of Tier 1 over here. Maybe it's just Wise. No, it's 2. He's got Riot and Rojo and Wise. He's able to, well, I guess they were able to come in and finish up Rojo. And so now switching back over to Elusive, who takes out Riot, able to jump over that shield, going to take it down, and now try to cap Zone B once he gets that shield down. So 2 zones to 1, the early advantage goes to Tier 1. But there's the zone cap, and now it's 2 zones to 1 for BSK as Elusive finishes up capping that zone. So Elusive with 1, we've got Gigz pushing around the corner. Elusive with some shots, gets the melee, could finish it up with another, gets Riot as well, and has one more around the corner. Gets the shotgun while flying through the air.
Can he get 4?
Now he's going to try to get this, and if he can swap, he couldn't swap that gun out soon enough. If he can follow this around and actually finish it up, that'd be perfect. Gets Wiseboy there. He's on a 5 streak, and now with the rest of his team, I'm not sure how he didn't die 2 times in that whole encounter. But we have seen Elusive do that in scrims and in video. He'll jump in there. He'll get that overshield procced after a kill, and then just go to town. Some nice shots from Elusive on Gigz. Kind of dialing in that aim right now, 20-10 for BSK.
Yeah, and now because they've got the momentum, they've got the 2 zones, they're able to get 2 members having this power ammo. Sonic's still on the shotgun. That answers one of our questions over at Fuel, and we still have a shotgun. Elusive still has that shotgun. They're going to try and hold this B as best they can. If anybody gets close, they're ready. Yeah,
so there's Gigz trying to throw a nade out to block, but in the end going down to Elusive, and Riot going down also to Elusive. And so now it's getting ready to spawn back up. We've got the arc bolt down. I think that just got one. That was Sonic taking a kill with the nade, and Nferralu getting ready to go with Gigz.
And we're going to listen in,
nice.
folks, here a little bit with Tier 1.
Alright, hold.
Why am I by myself?
Split spawns.
Gotta step it up right now, boys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Game's not over.
Holding mid. Extreme's holding mid. Dead.
Got it. Yep.
I'm just playing close. He's running.
2 pushing C. 2.
I can't do anything, dude. There's 2. Yep.
Get B while we can.
Both there. Connor. Absolute on C itself.
Enter's dead.
Losing super
one. I'm absolutely right now. I'm gonna double mid. He might push mid for me. Definitely pushing me. I'm probably dead here. Yeah, I'm gonna burn out. Extreme's still holding. He's still holding mid on Gigz right now. Close.
Yeah, 2 left, Connor. There's 2 right behind you.
Sandal shield.
I have an ape.
Oh, well, now we swap back to Elusive, and we do not have any more comms coming from Tier 1. So, whoa, gets the throw, spin back, and Nferralu coming in to finish that up on Wise. And we could hear the call from Tier 1 saying, hey, we got to focus up. We got to finish this out. They are 1-1 with that. Elusive adding more points, though, for BSK. It is 51-20, 2 zones to 1, and BSK has been able to hold pretty solidly.
Yeah, they've been holding on to 2 zones. Not the same 2 zones, but trying to hold on to 2 zones for the majority of the map. Finally, Tier 1 able to get one of those zones off of them. But here comes the rest of BSK and their team shots and their supers and their power ammo, everything coming together in a 57-21 rout right now of Tier 1.
And at this point, Elusive sitting over here on the zone, just waiting to pick up another one and try to go for the power play. They're saying, we don't care about the zones. We don't care what's going on. Let's just knock this one out. As Sonic gets 1 to start, following around the corner to get Rojo. That's 2. Elusive, I guess Elusive got the finish there. And Nferralu taking out Gigz. That is 72-21. Thank you for un-ADSing there, Sonic. 72-21, another kill from Sonic there. 78-21, 5 minutes and 41 seconds. This might be going to the 100 cap.
Yeah, I would say you've got 2 members capping both A and B on the side of Tier 1, but then you have these power play kills every single time. 3 points, 81-22. BSK is running away with it. Gigz going to pop that daybreak and try and have something happen.
All right, now let's listen into BSK as they finish this one out. Well, we were told we would have audio for them. We don't. So let's get right back into it. 85-24, 5 minutes and 3 seconds here in the 3rd game. We got the nade out. He's able to take him out from that. And then here's the shield as well from Elusive. Elusive using that aggressively. Sonic's gotten a number of kills with that shotgun now. Now going to try to follow up and get Riot. He's able to finish him off. And as Riot takes out Elusive, but 93-25.
I mean, he has had such good patience with that shotgun. Going down to Rojo right there, but the ability to wait until that arc blade is finally cast and officially cast, knowing that he can shotgun melee it out. Great patience on his part to just, you know.
Yeah. You know, win. So 96-31, 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to play, and we swap back over to Elusive of BSK from Lil Sonic, his teammate. Taking some shots out. They only need 4 more points to win. I didn't see, I think they still have to, nope, they are at a zone disadvantage right now. So he gets the shield up here, but they only need a couple more points. He's got Rojo on the other side, gets him with the melee. Rojo going down to the explosion from the feedback fence. More shot over on the side, 2 points left until this game is in the books. Power ammo spawning up right on the side. Does he go for it? Does he go for the final kill? He goes for the power ammo. Only need 1 more. There's one. Or, sorry, 2 more. There's 2. That's Elusive finishing out the round, and it is BSK 2-1. BSK is 1 game away from going back to rematch against Destined in the grand final. So, what will be going on next? What will be going on next? You're wondering. I'm sure you're wondering.
We're going over to Supremacy on Burnout.
So this will be a fun one because it's going to be close range. It's going to really play into how Supremacy has to be done. And I don't know, I'm excited to see how this one's going to play out, especially with, like, you've got Sonic swapped back over to the shotgun and BSK playing in your face right now.
I mean, but you got to... All right, and we're going to go ahead and give a listen into Tier 1 coming up here to start this next match. But you got to give a hand over to Tier 1 a little bit because they've got some really great up-in-your-face players.
Well, yeah, I mean, we've seen Riot and Rojo and Gigz at certain times also jumping in and getting those, like, just up-front shotgun kills. I think it was at the beginning of this match. We watched... I want to say it was Riot come out with the shotgun and just wait patiently. The same thing we were talking about with Lil Sonic. He was just waiting for it and then got pushed, waited for the push to come out, got the shot, and made it happen. So,
yeah, I mean, one of the things that they have to do, though, once they have that power ammo, they're able to push it into a bigger lead or a bigger comeback. But I think one of the big things that they're going to have to do, especially to start, is the first 2 spawns of power ammo. The one shrine and the either one on at 9 minutes to spawn an East and West tumbler. Those are going to be essential for them to hold on to. So let's take a listen in to start game number 3 between BSK
and Tier 1.
Game number 4.
I got you.
It's been a long day.
Shrine, then.
That's why there's 2 of us.
I won. 2.
Sonic's on your back. Half health. Sonic's weak. Good night.
There's 2 on the bridge on me. Top right.
Okay. Cutting around.
Foul. Dead. One more right.
Cutting around.
He's absolute top left. He's going to try to hit me. Thank you.
Pushing mid. Running back. Outside. End first half.
Your power?
Yep.
Nice.
One's only top.
They're at C door as well. 100% pushing in C door. Yeah, I can't cover it.
I can't challenge that.
There's 2 people there though.
2 suppress. They're pushing through C door. Elusive's just crouching on the power. He's crouching on the power brick.
I
Careful,
don't
Elizabeth's
understand. There's 2 people there. No, he doesn't have less.
Okay.
2 on left side.
They're just watching middle.
And that looks like that would be the comms. They were able to get this 10-7 advantage. Wiseboy collecting that shotgun ammo, but they weren't able to push outside with the rest of that.
Sonic trying to be careful around the corner, and he is able to take Wise out, but going down eventually to Rojo as well. He got the healing rift down. Wasn't fully able to heal up all the way, and so now Sonic spawning back up, and BSK at a disadvantage, 16-9, 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here. What have we seen so far coming out? We heard we heard on the comms from Tier 1, kind of calm, collected a little bit. That, you know, they know what they've got to do, getting their call-outs. It sounded very, it was easy to understand.
Yeah, that's something, especially at this phase of a tournament, and there's so much pressure on these teams moving into, because basically the winner of this is guaranteed at least $200. Right now there's no money for the loser in this match. So it's a pretty amazing to hear that they're still so calm and collected, knowing that if they lose a game, they are out of the tournament.
Yeah, for sure. And so there we had Sonic, who got the first shot on Rojo with the shotgun. That's what that's called. And then followed it up with the shots from his Dire Promise, pushing in from West Yard, a little bit split from the rest of the team, trying to get some shots from the side with a bit of a flank. Not too much of one, backing off, making that decision as soon as he does start to take a little bit of damage. Oh, wow, and there is some crazy thunder going on where we are recording. So I was confused by that for a second. So now we've got Gigz inside trying to take these shots out. He's got these. Oh, we got two right there with the Vigilance Wing. Even another one, I think, on Extreme.
Yeah, well, I think Riot was putting out some damage with the Graviton Lance. I saw a bit of splash damage, it looked like. And I don't know how many points they were able to transfer that into because the fact that they were basically standing on top of each other.
Yeah.
And when those crests go down, they're immediately scooped up by the remaining alive teammates. But now we have one of our first supers charged by Gigz.
Yeah, and so something that we've seen, we already had Tier 1 jump out into a lead right in the beginning, but then BSK coming right back. And that's that's the way that we've seen these Supremacy matches go. One team will go up, one team will then just kind of sweep back through and get the next round of kills. And so now Gigz jumping back and forth as I hope very much that the power doesn't go out here as I keep seeing this lightning flashing on the side, and I'm wondering if that's coming through. Gigz taking these shots, he gets the nades down and goes down himself. Riot taking out Lil Sonic, and Elusive then coming in to finish up on Riot, and Gigz still has not used that Daybreak. So now just waiting it out over on the bridge, and then waiting for his teammate to spawn back up. Here comes the Daybreak. He's got some members of BSK in front of him, gets one to start, and is able to get Elusive, even though Elusive did have that overshield. It is only a 1-point lead right now, though, for Tier 1. So I think he saw somebody back there at the back, and he might be able to get through here in just enough time to get something. Trying to turn around and get that Arc Staff done from Nferralu. Nferralu coming out with the Arc Staff did not go down, and so now Gigz going down himself.
And we are going to be going to a Tier 1 listen-in.
But not with Lil Sonic.
And not with Lil Sonic.
I'm pushing.
Okay, now it's a BSK. Now it's a BSK listen-in.
Their blade.
Oh, he got me. Got me. He's on the right side, top right. Yeah.
He's not out yet.
3 guys in mid.
One shot, Vince. Rip, he wasn't. One shot. Help Elusive.
He's weak over here.
Right, Rojo's weak.
Oh, Gigz.
Got him.
Nice.
Nice.
Good shit. Heavy.
Oh.
I grabbed the heavy, I'm gonna run away.
I have storm.
Yep.
And they know I have heavy on bridge.
He's chasing me with it. I'm gonna run.
I suppressed him.
He's weak on the bottom extreme. Heavy down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna run. He's gonna win.
Got him. Let's go, baby.
The guy me with Shorty.
Gigz is one.
Nice, boys. Keep it up. In mid.
Yeah.
Top.
Outside.
I got you.
He's a shotty in this
him
corner.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've shotty. Let them push. Bait him.
He's one shot.
And wow.
That was quite the time to check. And you know what I was most amazed at was the fact that Sonic jumped in there with, I think, what, 3 kills and then followed it up with a 4th with a shotgun and was the most quiet I've seen him. Sometimes he just zones in.
Yeah,
and
all of the comms from BSK really quiet, kind of just relying on the fact that each one of their teammates is going to take care of the assignments that they have.
Yeah, essentially just making clean call-outs, making sure that they know where they're supposed to be going. And right now, it's 68 to 52. BSK does have that lead. So we're on Gigz. He's gone down. Well, now his stream is fine. The game's just waiting to spawn back up, I think.
Gigz's game... Looks like Gigz's game has frozen. They're going to have to play this game out, unfortunately, with or without him because of the stage of the game.
Yeah. They will.
And
So
we're going to probably switch over to another
maybe
teammate.
We go to another teammate. This is what I like to see.
Yeah, we do not have control over this.
There we go. Okay, so now we've got Riot up instead, and they're going to have to go without one. We've only got a little bit of time left to play in this. Yeah, 2:39 left to play out of a 10-minute match, and so we've gone under the halfway point. And so now Riot trying to take some shots over from here, and they're going to have a long mountain to climb if they want to make it to the end of this, with Gigz' game having frozen and backed himself, or had to back out in there. We've got Extreme and a couple other guys from BSK in there. Riot's able to take him out with the Graviton, and but they're going to have to swoop back in if they want to pick up those crests and do it. BSK right now with an 81-56 advantage.
It's unlikely that Gigz is going to be able to get back into this game before the time elapses. And BSK knows what to do when they have an advantage like this. They smell blood in the water. They have a 30-point lead. They have the man advantage. And they're going to take advantage of this, and they're going to try and push their game into the grand finals.
Yep, here comes Supers. We had Nferralu with the Arc Blade out. We also had Lil Sonic with the Stormtrance out. So Riot now spawning back up. Probably not going to be able to get another Super in time to do something, and just trying to play to finish this out. At this point, it's 94-56. Here comes Elusive. Dodges a
nice dodge.
Dodges a blade and takes him out of his Super. That's Riot saying, no, no, no. I can still make something happen here. And almost able to follow up, but that is the 100-point cap right here at the end. And so we lost Gigz right there at the end. And BSK already did have about a 20 or 30-point advantage. That means BSK is about to go face Destined once again in the final.
Destined sitting up on their lossless mountain.
Yeah, BSK is going to have to beat them twice.
BSK, yeah, they've got to conquer the final boss twice. And I know that there's a lot of games to be played if that is the case.
Yeah, two. Well, I guess two matches.
Yeah, two matches. We are doing best of 7. First time we're doing best of 7 this series. And we are ready. Or very soon ready to. I'm going to scoot over here.
I'm going to stand in front of my actual.